Bobtex spinning systems. It is also one of the new spinning technique. It is very essential for the new spinning systems. And the introduction of the Bobtex spinning machine is derived in the name of the inventor. It is basically an adhesive process of spinning. There were not any twist inserted in this process. Why? Because the Bobtex spinning machine name was Bobtex is derived from the name of the inventor. It is basically adhesive process of spinning. In Bobtex operating principle, Bobtex spinning machine has two spinning positions and produces a multiple component which is composed of a core of mono or multi-filaments making up 10 to 60 percentage and forming the yarn carrier, a polymer intermediate layer, a staple fiber embedded in the intermediate layer to provide a covering layer and making up to 30 to 60 percentage. In the course of production of this yarn, the filament runs through an extruder. After that, a coating of molten polymer remains stuck to it. Before these polymers can solidify, opened staple fibers forming a covering layer are pressed into the molten material in the unit. This unit represents an opening assembly for the attenuation of two draw frame or cord slivers fed into the form of side. A false twist device ensures good binding in the form of staple fibers. The resulting yarn is wound onto large packages on the base of the machine. Bobtex yarn. Bobtex specifications: 2 positions per machines. Delivery speed approximate 600 meters per minute. Raw material: filament polymer fibers. Count field of use: sacks, carpets, backing, industrial woven fabrics. Advantages: high production package, mass up to 50 kg. Special features: high consumption of energy and water. And range round is 2 to 20, 30 to 300 ticks. Feedstock type: cord sliver, and type of yarn: 3 component yarn. Yarn characteristics: high covering power, stiffness, evenness, woolen spun. The operating principle has 2 spinning positions and produces multiple component yarn which is composed of a core mono or multi-filament making up 10 to 60 and forming the yarn carrier, a polymer intermediate layer 20 to 50 percentage, a staple fiber embedded in the intermediate layer to provide a conveyor layer making up to 30 to 40 percentage. Why? Because in this there are two rovings are for feeding. One is from on the left side and one is on the right side. From the positions of 1 and 2, the supply package is drawn from the third position of this, that is called as extruder. In the extruder, the 5 and 6 called as a draw frame slivers. Draw frame slivers are inserted through the fourth false twist principles, and by that the principles the 1 and 2 and 3 are parts of the yarns and slivers are drafted in between the zones 50 to 200, and twist lead false twist principle is applied, and the seventh part is the extruder. One of the false twist is reapplied, and twist maker of the take up roller and wind up of the take up of the yarn, and twist is very high, and it is very only useful for the sports wear and molten coats, and open pressed into the represent opening assembly attenuation of two draw frames and cord slivers from the sides. A false twist device good binding into the staple fibers. The resulting yarn is wound onto the large packages onto the yarn. These are the specifications already we have explained. This is about the Bobtex spinning machines.